Hey, welcome back. Let's continue with more 2000s cartoon intros. We got lucky last time. We didn't actually need to use the second tab to view the full versions of any of the intros last time. Let's see if our luck continues. We left off with Total Drama, which... that cast seems like a bit much. Also, randomly curious about something. I'm going to look up real quick. Just got randomly curious. With that many people in the cast, with that many characters, I was curious, like, any of them gay? And yes, apparently 5 of them are gay. 3 of them had to be confirmed by creators. So, out of all those people, 2 of them openly gay. Which, I don't know. I suppose that does feel... And that's out of 6 goddamn... Like, how many seasons did it have? Yeah, out of 6 goddamn seasons. Total of 2. 2 characters actually came out as gay. Like, on the show. Which, I don't know. That feels weird to me. Anyway. That's mid 2000s for you right there. That's mid 2000s animation for you right there. Anyway. Ozzy and Drix. This is I'm assuming this is... Oh, what the hell was that movie? Osmosis Jones. We watched that in high school, I think. I don't remember what class it was, but I do remember watching. Not digging this intro. It's the music. I'm not digging the theme. I don't particularly care much for the theme song. The intro itself, like the visuals of the intro, are actually, they're good. It shows characters, it shows some action. Doesn't really give much of an indication of their personalities, though, their characters. It is a lot harder than you would think to name a black superhero who does not have black in his name and does not have, like, electricity powers. If you add, like, not a legacy character to that, oh, the list gets hilariously short. Like, there's just a weird thing where black characters get electricity powers. I don't think anyone knows why, either. Like, it's one of those things that just kept happening, and I don't think anyone quite knows why it became a thing. But, like, people started noticing it, and they started noticing it everywhere. It's weird how it's like, black heroes have electricity powers. Why? Why is that? Why is that the stereotype?
Whoa, I make a play when I step on the plate. Hit a home run, you go see it in space. We get it cheese like a pizza. We from the north, that's pride, that's ether. We get it bigger and tall. We big as the moment when we
I'm
win
sorry,
it all.
but if you're eating pizza after your
yeah, we doing
baseball
it
game,
big, yeah, we doing it whoa.
I'm sorry. Look. If your post-game meal is pizza, you need to find a new team. Because you are not being treated right. Like, come on. My brother once described Pizza as tasting like the cardboard that a better pizza comes in. It's just, it is not good pizza. It's because it doesn't sound as, I think it was later 2000s, but it doesn't sound as early 2000s as a lot of the other intros we've heard. I think it might have been sort of later aughts. I could be wrong, but yeah, and that does make it sound a little bit less dated. Like you could hear something like this today. Yeah, you could hear music like this still today. Which is actually kind of an indication that music is kind of stagnated to a certain extent. Or like culture is stagnated a little bit. But that aside. And like it still pays homage. Stacy's interesting. She died like way back in the 1970s. And a big part of why she died is because no one really knew what to do with her. Like writers... writer and editor, like... They felt she'd reached sort of the end of when she could really be interesting. And when she started out, she did have some edge to her that got really smoothed out. She got flattened a lot, so she wasn't particularly popular anymore. A lot of readers had started to find her a little bit boring, and had sort of gotten tired of her, loves Peter but hates Spider-Man, so Peter has to keep a secret from her. Can't reveal that he's Spider-Man because she hates Spider-Man, and blah blah. It had gone stale. So to a certain extent, she was kind of killed because she could be, because it would be shocking, but it was felt that like readers wouldn't really be that angry about it. That readers wouldn't really miss her. I think that's what... She could be killed because it'd be shocking, but readers wouldn't really miss her because she wasn't really all that compelling a character at that point. And, she stayed dead for a long time. Didn't really show up in adaptations after that. Occasionally, like, it might show up like an alternate universe thing. Like, there's Clone Sagas where that brought her back and shit like that, but then the Ultimate Spider-Man launched in early 2000s and brought in a new version of Gwen for that, who was much more compelling. She had this punk vibe to her that really clicked with readers. And it really, really restored her character. Because, then she appeared in Spectacular Spider-Man. More as a nerd than the Ultimate Punk version. And then, she appeared in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, where, people loved Emma Stone's portrayal of Gwen Stacy, where, again, she was a genius, but she was also willing to, like, call out Peter on his bullshit when appropriate. And then all that led to Spider-Gwen, who had an absolutely fire design that people absolutely loved. And, She got brought into the Spider-Verse, into the Spider-Verse. Very popular there. She appeared in other cartoons and shit, so yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a geek. I'm a comic book geek, I'm sorry. Interesting that just recreating her as a completely different character was all it took to make her popular. Looks to me like we're gonna have to go to the other tab. Anyway, I just find it interesting that this character who, has since become kind of an icon, like I said, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Verse movies, hugely popular character in those movies. Yeah, this character who's, who these days is, very well loved. I find it interesting that this well-loved character was, killed off 50 years earlier, because she was boring. I will say she was an early example of what would come to be known as fridging, where a female character is killed off or otherwise made to suffer for the sake of causing the male protagonist emotional pain. Became a very, very shitty trend. It's unfortunate that Gwen Stacy did sort of kick that off. Anyway. I don't know, I wasn't entirely down with the intro. The good song, phenomenal finish to it, with him getting hit by a dodgeball. Brilliant way of ending that intro. I don't know, the intro felt a little busy to me. Might just be me. It just felt a little bit busy for my tastes.
We
But it's
interrupt
good.
this program to bring you Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show.
It is definitely a good intro. I can understand why people enjoyed the show.
Starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bay. But creepy stuff happens in nowhere. It's up to Courage to save his new home.
Stupid dog! You made me look bad!
Yeah, sure. Good. Good intro. It's a fun little intro. That's what an intro is supposed to be, I suppose. Nothing wrong with it, it's just there's also not much right with it, if I'm honest. It's a very... I get the feeling this is it. This feels like it might not actually be the actual intro here. So let's do this one.
.tv.
Not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
Watch this and
Not
more
a bad
only
intro.
on
I definitely can't be disappointed about any intro that does include a cat. Yeah, there's a cat in it. I kind of have to like it at least a little bit for the cat. I can't tell if the theme is racist or not. I can't quite tell. I can't quite decide. Like, I'm too white to know if the theme is racist. If the music itself. Yeah, I don't know if the theme song might potentially be racist. I feel like I'm too white to... to know if that's the case, but other than that, yeah, it's pretty, it's a pretty cute intro. Max Steel.
Nightmare's just beginning.
If the Max probes have integrated with his organic systems, then the reason he's weakening is because the probes are literally starving to death.
Ugh, this art style. This animation. Oh, God. No one ever quite figured out, like... I don't know. Studios had not yet figured out that this shit does not look good.
Josh?
Dad? The Max probes need transphasic energy to survive.
Fire when ready, bro.
Hang tough, hermano.
Josh McGrath can't run around the globe battling terrorists and still expect to lead a normal life.
Josh McGrath's out of the picture. The name's Max Steel.
Also, what's... God. Max Steel. Kind of... That is absolutely the name that I've, like... that a teenager would pick as their code name.
Turbo! We're doing this the Max Steel way.
But yeah, computer-generated animation looks like shit. Looked like shit 20 years ago, and frankly, it looks like shit today. And I don't mean like art done on a computer. Art done on a computer can still look good, but like this kind of computer-generated artwork, it always looks like shit. Greg Weisman did all that. He's done some good shit.
Hot Wheels, Battle Force 5. Go! Hot Wheels, Battle Force 5. Try together to survive. Fight, fight, fight in the battle zone. Gotta drive to survive. Never back down, never give in. It's time to drive.
Interesting. In this case, the token girl is also the token black. And the token Asian is a guy. Usually it'd be the other way around. Token black would be a guy, and the token girl would also be the token Asian. So I suppose, credit for shaking up the formula, I suppose.
Hot Wheels, Battle Force 5.
It otherwise looks like shit. Pretty good intro. Honestly, It's pretty good. Like, it's, yeah. You can, like, all the character showing, you can read it as either, like... You can kind of read it as either almost name-dropping, as well, like, showing off, or you can read it as just, like, you know, love for all the characters in the, in Disney's long history. But the theme song itself?
Direct from Main Street, Steamboat Willie himself, Mickey Mouse.
I expect they would, if they were to do something like this today, I expect they would not mention Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie has now entered the public domain. So I have a suspicion that they would not name drop Steamboat Willie today. Because they probably want to distance themselves from somebody that anybody, from a character that anybody can make money from.
Ahoy there! And welcome to the tuniest place on earth. We call...
When you know you're getting very high fiber from Kellogg's
maybe I'm
Mini
wrong.
Wheats, it shows.
They might still be, they might still,
High fives.
so you can poop in the house? So you can poop in the Bent house? Colon blow.
New Old Spice Cosmic Quest makes me want to be Mario.
There's 100.
Alright. Over to the other tab. So I suppose we'll finish off with cute. Alright, that's a cute fourth wall break. That's a very cute fourth wall break. I'll give them that one. Again, the music, very, very set in time, but it's a fun theme. It's a fun intro, fun theme. Gets across the point of the show that it's just two dudes having weird adventures during summer break, and their sister hates them. They're, gotta have the, if you got a show like about, young boy, you need the older sister as an antagonist. Very much a traditional thing, that. Alright, so yeah, so a lot of good ones in this one, actually. A lot of good ones showed up here. Yeah, Spider-Man, Invader Zim. Teutonstein. A lot of good. There are a few good ones in this batch. And we're making progress. Making progress through it all. Still lots to get through, but we're making some progress. So we'll continue with these next time. Join me for that.